All right, so basically to kind of simplify this even more, because there's so many different ways that you can actually take this scripture into aspect, especially going into our lives. So I come from the standpoint of materialism and social status, of course. So first and foremost, as far as we say, the foolish things will confound the wise. Okay, as far as the wisdom of this world today, let me use this as an example. So we see rich people, right? Rich people, they got money, you know, and people that got money, a lot of times they get praises. People praise them a lot. People put them on this high pedestal because they're rich and they may be living a comfortable life. Now, on the other hand, who's to say how they got those riches, right? But now us looking at them as somebody who may not have anything or may not have money, we desire what they have. Sometimes it makes people envious and they like, oh, well, I want what they got. How did they get there? I want to be able to obtain riches, because everybody thinks that having money will solve a lot of problems, which it can. But like people say all the time, money cannot buy you happiness. So now to flip this around, right? So foolishness confounds the wise. So God is not going to look at you for your riches, right? So just how people put these people who got all this money and all this fame and social status on a high pedestal, God will knock you off of that pedestal and he'll go work with the people that don't have anything. Like, for instance, the homeless people. Homeless people don't have a thing to their life, but yet look at this though. They're more humble. They're in a place where they can be used and they have a testimony for the things that they have gone through in life, and they can teach others or try to get other people not to go down the same road as they did, right? Not saying that the rich doesn't have that same thing, but it's simply like this. If you take all your money and your social status away, what do you have left eternally? You have nothing left eternally if you don't have a relationship with God. So just as the scripture says in the Bible, where it talks about rich people making it to heaven, it says it's easier for a camel to go through a needle of an eye than for a rich man to make it into heaven. Because the thing is, first you have to get rid of all the money and things that you have, because it's materialistic. It's not going with you anyways. So my thing is, we take away the money, we take away the social status, what are you left with? It only comes down to what's internally in your relationship with God. So how can you make it to heaven when your whole life, you spent your whole life worried about the wrong things? You spent your whole life trying to get money, this, that, and the third. People look at that and they praise that. But what about the people praising the people who don't have anything, but they may have a relationship with God? We pay no mind to the people that don't have anything. We pay no mind to the homeless because they just somebody out on the street begging for money all the time. They don't have anything, so we pay them no attention. They're nothing to most people. Not saying everybody, but they're nothing to most people. But in all reality, they may not have anything, but they may have a relationship with God. So when everything perishes and everything is all said and done, guess what? They got a relationship with God, so they have that possibility of making it to heaven, rather than how people will praise everybody that got money and social status, all these likes and fame on social media, or maybe a celebrity, but yet at the end of the day they may lose their soul. So basically that is what it's getting at when it says he will use the foolish things to confound the wise. That's one way you can look at it, but it's definitely more depth that you can go through on this scripture. But I want to simplify it the best way to other people's understanding. And once again, that's a good question. It's always good to ask questions. I'm glad you asked it. But overall, I hope you got the knowledge that you needed out of it. I hope I broke that down well, and you have a blessed day. Deuces.